Alright, we are here with Rakuen. The soundtrack is like, it's for real. Okay, let's go for it. Oh, that's a cool effect, actually. As somebody who like loves RPG Maker, like I think that was cool. I don't see stuff like that. Am I tombstone if I die then? No, don't do that. Don't do that. No, don't do that. Arrow key is not the numpad. Oh no, really? That's sad. I'll make it work. I don't have arrow keys on my keyboard. Okay, so space or enter. We're gonna go with space. Confirm, interact with people, examine objects. Escape is to cancel or menu. Okay. Q is to talk with your mom when she's with you. Oh. Okay. Everything is made by one person? That's so rad. I love that. I just love RPG Maker stuff so much. What's that other game? Is it RFL? What's that other game you played? I want to play that sometime too. Huh? No. Oh, see, I love this art. I love this art so much. I'm so amped at it. I was wondering if it was just gonna be used on like the art for the game, or like all the graphics they used to promote the game, or if it was actually gonna be in game. So I'm amped. No lurk? Yeah, no sweat. Do your thing, buddy. Yeah, RFL seemed awesome. Ooh, the audio though. Who's there? Oh, the boy's like is this legitimate? Is the boy in the hospital? Hope we're getting some color. Yami? Hey, do we know the boy's name? No. How'd you get in here? Your door's unlocked, man. Oh, the smile, dude. I love it. Who are you? I'm Yami. I live across the hall. Did you just move in or something? No, I think I got here around the same time as you. But they never let me out of my room. Oh, I'm sorry. It's okay. I sneak out at night when the nurses aren't watching. I'm so curious about the hat and the... Like, I'm assuming the other kid has, like, a thing with the eye, maybe? But the paper hat on this is interesting. Promise you won't tell anyone I'm in here, okay? I promise. So how long are you in here for? I don't know. Mom says it could be a while. Same here. It gets really boring sometimes. I know what you mean. Someone's coming. Sorry, man. I gotta go. Hey, wait. Yeah? Maybe I could visit you sometime. It's not as boring when there's two. You won't be able to get into my room. I'm not even supposed to leave, remember? Oh, yeah. But don't worry, I'll come visit you again. I promise. That's it. Oh, that was a loud noise. Let me know if the game audio needs to come up or down as we go. But yeah, RFL seems like, especially with me being into like Final Fantasy, like RFL had like, ooh, it was not only RPG Maker, which like I have so much like love for, but like also coming into like turn-based combat and like that type of progression. Just watching you play it, I was like, oh my god, I need it. Let's see, Yami, where'd you go? So now we can move. Let's see. Anyway, I love also like how many like just incredible RPG Maker games have been made by like one or like small teams is already like sick, but especially when it's just like one person's passion project is so rad. Head to bed, yo Nebby. We will catch you later, buddy. Appreciate you hanging. Difference between saying mum and mom is if a Brit says mom, it sounds wrong, but if an American says mum, it sounds okay, but not great. I will officially start saying mum for you. Open the cabinet? Yeah, let's give it a go. The cabinet is empty. Is it wrong? Oh, shit. I'm sorry, that scared me. There's a sign on the door. Read it. Storage area 5B. Patients not allowed beyond this point. You know we're going to look around for a minute. An origami hat. Treatment guide. Sorry, I just don't know how long I get to look around before the phone. Hello? It's Mom. Hello, dear. It's Mom. Mom. Just want to let you know that my train is delayed, so I'm going to be a bit late. Oh, okay. I'm so sorry, dear. I'm going as fast as I can. It's okay, Mom. I understand. But I'm off work this week, and I dropped off your little brother at Grandma's. So we'll be able to spend lots of time together. We can play games. I'll read you. It'll be like your own little party. Thanks, Mom. I love you. I love you, too. Ooh. Well, well, I see you're wide awake and walking around. No one told me I couldn't walk around. Huh? Oh my god. Wait, what? Also, TMK, oh, to your knowledge, all achievements are like required story things? Oh, that's so cool. Like, granted, like, I actually didn't think about that at all coming into this, which is, like, cool. But, like, worst case scenario, like, I wouldn't mind another run. It's not that bad. Like, I think, what is it? It's like the completion time. I think it was like 8 and 9 if you're doing the completion. It's not that bad. First of all, some good news. Your tests have come back, and it turns out things are looking pretty good. In fact, I think it might be okay for you to walk around the halls a bit today. You mean, I get to leave my room? Indeed. Not so fast. There's something else I need to talk to you about. This morning, the cafeteria reported that a lot of food and drink was stolen from the kitchen. What? Since the wing was all locked up last night, we believe the thief might still be in the building somewhere. So can you take a moment to just check and see if any of your belongings were stolen? Okay. What if that kid took stuff from me? That would suck. I mean, I don't have anything in there, so I don't know. I never mentioned it, but if the music sounds familiar, it's because the dev composed a lot of music to the Moon. Really? I wouldn't say that I was, like, ready to say that out loud. But I think there was some magic happening in my brain, because I was like, I feel like there were definitely some crossovers there. Like, it was ringing a bell, but I couldn't tell where, so that makes sense. Also did the vocals in one song. That's right, you did mention that. Is it the creator of this game did the vocals in the one song in To the Moon, right? You've definitely mentioned it to me before, but it's been some time. Please check your room to see if anything in your room was stolen. I mean, I don't think so. Like, as far as I can tell, I don't know how to look around, so... Oh, is that why this is looking like this? Because it's blank? I just realized. Like, is that why? Oh, it's gone. Yeah, there's a blank space. I thought it was just like a light reflection. Doctor, they took it. They took Rakuen. Oh, what did they take? Rakuen, it's my favorite book in the whole world. My mom reads it to me every night. It's very special. Are you completely sure you didn't just misplace it? I'm sure. After Mom finishes reading, she always puts it back in the same place. It's our tradition. Okay, calm down. What did your book look like? It has brown cover. It looks very old. And there's a clasp made of silver with a hole for a key. Silver clasp, eh? I guess that explains why they take a children's storybook. Well, I'm really sorry about this. I can only imagine how important it must have been to you. I want you to know what we'll be doing, and we'll be doing all we can to track down the thief. Mom's gonna be so sad. You know what? What? Since you're allowed to leave your room today, why don't you go talk to some of the other folks around the floor? Who knows? Maybe someone will be able to help you get your book back. Take care now. I'll be back and check on you in a bit. What's up, Gio? Welcome on in. We were playing a game called Rakuen. We just got started. Laura couldn't think of the last name until now. Yeah, Laura made this game. Yes, yes, yes. Or Laura, excuse me. And they did music in To the Moon. Oh, she has a YouTube channel? That's cool. What's up, Curry? Welcome on in, buddy. But yeah, this is entirely made by just Laura, as far as I know. Or, like, most of it. Like a Toby Fox thing. Fill the sink with water. Raccoon. Yeah. Rakuen. Yeah, it's not gonna work. A mirror. A toilet. Can I flush it? That's okay. The sink is filled with water. Oh, okay. How's your detective work coming along? Find any good leads? No. A lab coat and a pair of scrubs are hanging. Look underneath? Yeah. 5G? Is that money? Oh no, or did I get planted with 5G? No. No. Whoa. Dang. Decents, you got me. Not again. I already got 2 shots. Hate it. Terrible bit. Moving on. Open locker. Found a pair of scrubs hanging inside. It was all a ploy. Some writing on the bottom left of this. It says what? With the eye chart? M-A-I-I. May? Oh, I thought it was leaving. I was like, am I straight up leaving this place? A semi-functional vending machine. Hot coffee. Peanut choo-choos. Oh, word. Let's see. Open the locker. Door's rusted shut. This locker, you find a pair of scrubs hanging inside. Nothing underneath. They do sound pretty good. Oh, you're missing a key, huh? I'll find that. Don't even sweat it. Door's locked. I will straight up find everything. A colorful paper flyer. Towel Cape Heroes, a group of fun-loving volunteers and patients working together to make the hospital a better place for everyone. Towel Cape? Oh, I bet I can read who's in what room and stuff. Oh, no, it's just Blank's room. Maybe there's just nobody in there. Kiss a Burrow's room? Door's locked. Appears there's a tunnel running through here? There's a tunnel in this person's room? What are you talking about? What? I would not want to be in this room if I was like, yeah, my room is pretty cool. There's like 2 beds. I'm in the room in the back. There's like a tunnel at the beginning. Hopes to get through if you had the right tools. Her chef. A soup ladle that is caked with mud is laying on top of old medical forms. It's like there's something beneath the ladle. 5G? Again? So blood samples, thermometer. Page 1. Based on the results of Kisserbro's brain scan, we believe that, how do you say this? Metastasis? Metastasis? To be the cause for his delirium. Is my recommendation to begin administering antipsychotic medicine? What? Wait, psychotic medicine? Please refer to the list of hallucinations and delusions. So gamer, okay. Oh wait, still not closed after 2 hours without power? I'm so sorry, Millie. That sucks, buddy. Metastases. Metastases. Thank you, I appreciate you. Not a word I see often. Leave the metastases. We're giving away product because none of our registers of power and we're still getting paid. Yeah, that's true, but a secret tunnel. I feel like going through someone else's medical forms isn't legal. Hey, you know what? As far as I know, this isn't a real story, so we're chilling. Decensed. I think. Laura, please help. Is this a real story? Page 2 torn. Was this 1021? Wait, what? Is that a 1? This is a very interesting character. The 1s are very tall. So in that way, that makes me think that that's not a M-A-I-I. It's M-A-1-1 in the eye thing, the eye chart. Was found climbing a ladder in construction zone 5B. When questioned, replied that he intended to make a hole in the ceiling. 1028, so that's a 1. 1028 was a week later was found in the yard digging in the mud, completely unresponsive when questioned, appeared to be unaware of location and time. A few days later, carrying bags of... What were you carrying, buddy? I haven't seen you in a long time. It's good to see you walking around again. Need something? What's up? Seems these days it's getting harder and harder to find the words. Either that or people just aren't listening. You know, if it's my time to leave this world, then I'm ready to go. I just want to make sure I say the things I need to say before it's too late. Did you hear about the thief? I've been telling the nurses for a long time that someone's been sneaking around here after hours. I heard they were stealing food from the cafeteria kitchen, which means they obviously have some way of getting into parts of the hospital that we patients don't have access to. What, were they crawling through the vents? You'd have to be pretty small to fit through there. That other kid? Anyway, but no one around here listens to me anyway. They all seem to think I've lost my mind. Tell me about other folks here. Not one for gossip. That's it! I thought it was gonna be like, the usual, like, I'm not one to gossip, but, I hate this person, and this is how I feel about so-and-so, and so-and-so puts this in their food. Like, I thought it was going to be like a really perceptive character. Like, knows absolutely everything. But yeah, watch out, I'll find everything, get caught with all the stuff and framed for the thefts. Yeah. If they're straight up like, hey, you're, kind of looking around a lot. You did it, right? Our store is actually losing money but won't close. Yeah, I don't understand. That's so weird to me. Did you call me? Yeah. Apparently the toilet in Sue's room is broken now. Can you do anything about it? I'm a nurse, not a plumber. I don't even know how to fix a toilet. Well, someone has to do it. You know we're short-staffed. Fine, I'll go see if I can dig up some supplies. Is this Sue's room? Gemma? Or Gemma? What? Busy. The toilet there is broken. Some metal thing is stuck inside. If you have to go, you should probably find a different bathroom. Not if there's a key in there. What are you doing? This is a girl's room, you know. But if you really gotta use the bathroom, come talk to me. I will earn your trust and find a key in that toilet. I'm calling it. Gamma? No, Gemma. Or Gemma. Which was why I was looking at Firestone Tired. Oh, you gotta go? No sweat. Don't you have a wonderful, wonderful night? Appreciate you, big buddy. Thanks for popping in. Time for the little kid to do everything. I was about to say, this is about to be like The Walking Dead, where they're like, hey, you're like an interesting go-getter type of kid. You want to fix a toilet? Did you hear what this character name was? She did not hear me. Hey, kid, you like errands? Errands. There we go. Winston. I would love a character named Winston. What's up? My wife's been asleep for months now. But I still talk with her every day, and sometimes I read to her. How are you doing today? I heard you created an entire set of armor out of paper. That's what he was doing. I love that. We love that stuff. I straight up just Kyle Mooney'd, like, unironically, like, like, oh, that was weird. I, like, straight up, like, I've been watching too many videos. That's, like, becoming my personality at this point. That's quite impressive. Did you hear about the thief? Have you noticed that some of the doors around here have electronic passcode devices? I've been told that those areas have long been closed off, even to the staff. But recently, I noticed that one of the devices had been turned off. Okay. Winston, best character in John Wick. Winston, best character in New Girl. Winston, best character in Overwatch. Easy. You know, pretty used to having no one in my corner. I think that's why I never had kids. You know what, man? My bad. How about you go ahead and tell me your TV show idea again? The Heartbreaker, man. You can tell me you don't remember a mug like this? Sorry, this is a quote from a YouTube video. The descents kind of got me going on. Okay, anyway. Oh, shoot. Who'd you like to learn about? Sue. Sorry. I love that video. It's a very new one. Holy heck. Yeah, sorry. It's not even like an inside bit. It's just a video we both happen to have seen, and I was very excited to share that in that moment. Oh, there we go. Good cry laugh, so that later when I cry sad, I'm evened out. There we go. On occasion, I take Sue back to her room. She has a habit of walking around aimlessly on certain nights. So Sue... Wait, sorry. Okay, Sue, we've not met Sue yet. That's... Oh, no, we have. Sue's on the other side, I think. And Sue... The bathroom's messed up in Sue's here. She has a habit of walking... So she has, she walks in the middle of the night, sleepwalks. Tony. I believe Tony hasn't talked to his family in a long while. It makes me sad to think that families can be torn apart just because people don't see eye to eye on something. We've not met Tony. Cora. I heard that Cora and her friends have been working on a special project to boost morale around the hospital. Is that the towel? The towel cape? Turtle Squad? Towel cape heroes. Towel of terror cape heroes. Last I heard, yeah, there we go. That's it. That's everybody. Open the cabinet. The cabinet is full of family belongings. I take all of them. I am become thief. Thermometer. Patient 138. Anoxic brain injury. Stage 1 coma. Respiratory therapy session. Oh yes, the towel of terror. Oh, so many different marbles. Yeah, I've been collecting for a long time. So you want to use our bathroom, eh? Well, I guess. Yeah, I get it. We all gotta go sometimes. Sue? It's a very... Sue's kind of already very... It's like the low energy, like, yeah, I guess we can see eye to eye on this. Happen to pee. But I can't let anyone use our bathroom. It is a girl's room, you know. Gosh, looks like you really gotta go though. Like also challenging me, like you look like you really gotta pee, kid. Like you look weird. You look like you gotta pee. Hell y'all back. Oh hey y'all, back in with my meal. I made lemon tortelloni. Is it tortelloni? Ready to sit with my friends and watch this game that just looks sad from the art design. Maybe. Basically, do we know my kid's name? I just realized, like, am I still boy? I'm blanking on my kid's name. Well, how about this? See that jar next to me? I believe we're just boy. Yeah, there it is. We're still boy. We are boy. And as far as we know about ourselves, we're in a hospital. We don't know why we are here. But our mother is supposed to come visit us, and she's running late. And the nurse walked into my room and let me know there's like a thief. Like they don't know who's taking people's stuff, but somebody's taking people's stuff. And my favorite book that my mom reads to me every night is missing. And a thing about my kid, like our character, is that he made a whole suit of armor out of paper, like origami. So that's why he's wearing this hat. It's kind of really cool. And we're slowly and surely meeting all the characters. I've yet to play Corpse Party, but I've heard about it. I heard there were a couple scenes, though, that I may not want to have streamed on Twitch. I don't know if that holds true. I think it's like the Steam version. Like, one of them's a little more explicit. But, yeah, I've heard about that game. And then To the Moon was like this, so, you know. You absolutely do not. Yeah, okay, it isn't a stream game. Heard Chef. I think I've heard that you can do, like, the Switch version. There's one of them that somebody said wasn't as bad, but definitely not the Steam. I believe Steam was the big hell no. Yeah, totally. Let's see. Your art looks a bit like The World Ends With You. Dude, hold on. The World Ends... What is that? Is that the game that just came to Switch? Yeah, that game looks pretty rad. I've seen this. Yeah, because it's like... yeah, it says it was like a mobile game for DS, but it just came to Switch, though. Like the remix version. So that's why I'm familiar with it. I don't know the original version or the anime, but I do know that the final remix of this just dropped on Switch, and I'm a big fan of Square Enix, so I check those emails pretty hard. I don't necessarily watch every trailer or anything, but I check like virtually every Square Enix email I get. Let's see. Yeah, I did know there's an anime for it, actually. You still haven't peeped. Let's see. That's Sue's marble collection. I'm missing some, though. I was carrying a bunch of them around in my pocket, and I'm pretty sure some fell out. If you could find me just one, I'll let you use our bathroom whenever you want. Think you could do that? Yeah, I'll try my best. Thank you. The last place I was playing was with Danielle in the cafeteria, so I want to check around there. Okay. The anime was for The World Ends With You. I'm curious how they broke down the dual screen combat system work on one screen, though. Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know how the original looked either. It seems like something I'd be into, but I'm like, as y'all know, I'm not like really in the market for trying to buy any games right now because I have so much to play as is. But I'm gonna take notes. So, Doctor, I'm typing this in chat. If I accidentally send it, somebody like scream at me so I can go copy and paste it. But Doctor dropped a key. Vending machine, just keep an eye on it. There's a locker that's rusted. There's like the tunnel. I need a tool for. I need a marble for Sue. A lot of cool. I'm really fond of this game already. I knew I would be, but damn, I'm amped. Like, there's just so many things. Like, I already love the art. I love the overview art. I love the character art when they pop up on the screen, the full character arts. I'm loving the music. I'm a huge RPG Maker fanatic. Like, even though I don't actually use it anymore, I just love stuff like this is scratching like every itch for me. So shouts out D-Sense for recommending it. Much like To the Moon and probably RFL as well. Remember our deal. If you want to use our bathroom, you need to help me find my marble. That's right. I thought I was leaving. She said, remember our deal. Yeah, I thought I was leaving the room, but I was trying to walk into her bathroom again. Here we go. Hospital admittance forms A to F. Hey, don't touch that. Can't you see I'm working here? I mean, I guess. Quit bugging me, kid. I've got a lot to do right now. And my stomach is growling. What I wouldn't give for a peanut choo-choo. Man, do I have a snack for you then, friend. I got 10 G's. That's all I had. That's all the money I had. was just thinking, actually, make a good late-night spooky game. What, Corpse Party? Corpse Party would be a game you can stream on disc, though. Just not a game you want a VOD of. True. Rip 10 grand. I know! I think I'm gonna dip. Today's absolutely kicking my ass. I'm just gonna turn my brain off for a bit. Are you actually off work, or are you still there? Like, are you watching from work right now? Yeah, definitely do your thing, buddy. No sweat, no sweat. I was just asking. I didn't know that you were still actively able to even watch. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't know. Oh, you're on your break. Okay, no sweat. I was like, I didn't know that you were still here. I thought you were just like doing little check-ins, and I didn't know you were able to even watch. Yes, I'm so sorry, buddy. Yeah, crush it. Might be around for hangs later, but do you. Definitely take care of yourself. I record for YouTube. You can edit out the bad bits. True, maybe. What do you want? Offer a peanut choo-choo. Wait, you're giving this to me? Wow, thank you. I haven't eaten anything all day. I guess they don't mind if I go take a short break. Oh, let's go. We're getting behind the counter. Oh, I knew it. I'm just saying, if I wasn't accused of stealing yet, I sure will be here soon. Because I'm taking everything. Patient survey. What's here? It's gotta be something. What you want to search? Upper shelf. An assortment of books and pamphlets line the shelves. A newspaper clipping is sticking out from between two of the books. Read it? 19th of March, already strapped for resources. Hospitals are unable to accommodate new patients. So we're full up. Several years worth of medical journals. That's all that's there? Okay, lower cabinet. Folders filled with medical forms. A laminated card is clipped to the back of one of the folders. Read the card. Closet 5C, passcode is 1721. Let's go, baby. That's what the peanut choo-choo is for, you know what I'm saying? Like how the words are like a little kid's handwriting font. I think the font choice is fantastic. Like, I'm loving this. I'm loving this game. Hospital scale. Device used to measure weight. I think this is just made so well already. Jackie, shouts out Jackie. A small child, what brings you to my blood draw station? Blood draw station. Interested in learning about the circulatory system? Platelets? Perpetual motion machines? Love the hairpin. What can I help you with? What's up? Sometimes I like to contemplate things like, why are there only 2 egg-laying mammals in the world? I'm sure many species could benefit from laying eggs. But so far, only the platypus and echidna families have hopped on that bandwagon. Why, if I could lay eggs, I'd be laying eggs all the time. Did you hear about the thief? Come here. I'll let you in on a little secret. Have you noticed anything strange about this hospital? That blank stare. That blank stare from our character is... Not really? A while back, I started noticing cryptic little messages written all over the place. True, we've already seen one. And last night I saw someone go into that closet south of Tony's room, but I was told that closet's been locked since before I started working here. I'm pretty sure they were not staff. What'd they look like? I only saw them out of the corner of my eye and for but a second, so unfortunately I could not say. Anyway, keep with the gift of Geo. Yo, I appreciate you big, buddy. Let's bring this back out and see if this actually activates. Yeah. That was actually 6 out of 5. We were at 5 out of 5, but it was bugging earlier, so I was hoping it'd fix itself, maybe. But appreciate you big, buddy. Is Jackie supposed to be the IRL player's cutie crush? Probably. Based on the everything that we feel as the viewers, absolutely. Would you like to know about Panky? The children love Chef Panky. Chef Panky? If he notices someone's having a bad day, he'll give them ice cream. Ice cream. Using the scientific secret of salt to lower the freezing point of ice in order to freeze the cream. Genius. Kissaburo. I knew Kissaburo back before his mind started going... You know, we spoke often. It's sad to see someone's mental condition deteriorate like that. What do you mean? For example, recently the staff found him outside digging in the mud again. He was on his hands and knees making piles of mud using spoons he got from the kitchen. We've seen that. That was in his room next to the other bed. Oh man. But hey, maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe he's looking for buried treasure. Danielle. Danielle's this purple-haired girl who hangs out in the cafeteria. She sews the most marvelous plushies for the patients here. Okay. Okay. Cool. So, we're going to say notes on the eye chart. Go check that out real quick. Yes, sir. Little sea salt popsicle like Kingdom Hearts 2? Absolutely. Sorry, I forgot I have to hold down the function key. Maybe I'm gonna make a key. No, we'll just deal with it. Because I wish I could make like a key bind to make my PC think I'm holding down this key. Because it is a little tough. Okay, so we don't actually know where Closet 5C is yet. So let's see. We're gonna go check right here. An eye chart. Yeah, we can see it's M-A-I-I. M-A blank I blank I. In my opinion, that's where we're at about it. I think there's spaces there for a reason. Oh, my mouse is on screen. My bad. Hospital maintenance floor number 2. So what is this? This would be boy's room. It's so weird that my name's just boy. I heard you had a pretty rough day, tough day today. You hang in there all right? You're doing great. Tony's room. Tony? Like Baloney Tony? A broken music box. If you touch that music box, I'll break your hands. So Tony's for real. Treatment guy? There's no point talking to Tony before he's had his coffee. He'll just growl at you like a big angry bear. I heard that, you little brat. So we have to find another 5Gs then. Ah, easy peasy. Oh, but it isn't stocked, so... What the heck do you think you're doing in my room, kid? Get out. It figures, when I want visitors, no one shows up. When I need peace and quiet, every idiot in the world has to come to my room. And where's that nurse with my coffee? A book about airplanes, so Tony likes airplanes. Okay, so let's see what we can do about that then. I do believe that the vending machine didn't have coffee in it, but we'll see. Maybe there's a variable that's been hit that filled it back up. As soon as our shipment arrives, shift leader. Okay. Yeah, absolutely, Anowiki. Yeah. Appreciate you, big buddy. Oh, you can't get behind this one. I was gonna say I'll talk to the other person here. Something beneath the folders. Another 5Gs? We got 10Gs again. This one doesn't have a name. Oh wait, this is the thing. This is the one south of Tony. South of Tony, the closet south of Tony. This door's been locked, supposedly. Look at the sign. Keep out, only authorized personnel allowed beyond this point. Look at the doorknob. There's an electronic device with a passcode entry labeled Closet 5C. However, it doesn't appear to be turned on. So that's the one that they said hasn't been turned on. So like we have to figure out how to turn that on, maybe? There's so many things. So many variables here. Cora. Okay, what's up? Hey, I don't think we formally met. I'm Cora. It's probably easy to remember me because I'm the only girl in my grade with a pink mohawk. Whoa, cool. And don't worry, my mom knows. She's the one who let me do it. Anyways, it was nice meeting you. Nice meeting you too, Cora. Oh, hey, some friends and I are working together to do something special for the people on our floor here in the hospital. Oh, yeah. Okay, you're Telcape. I'll more details later, but if you find anything cool you want to donate, come talk to me. Cool. I know a lot of folks feel powerless when they have to stay here. But here's the way I see it. No one knows how much time they have in this world. My time could be up in 80 years. Or 8 minutes. Point is, I'm going to do everything I can to make good use of my time. Time's precious, you know? If I could help just one person here to feel happier, then it'd all be worth it. Did you hear about the thief? Dude, yeah, Chef Panky came out here earlier and he was not happy. I guess the thief took a lot of food from the cafeteria kitchen. How the heck did they get into the kitchen? You can't even get there from the kitchen, cafeteria. Believe me, I've tried. Wait, what? I'm gonna reread that. I think I read that wrong. You can't even get there from the cafeteria. You can't get where from the cafeteria? I'm confused. The thief took a lot of kitchen from the cafeteria kitchen. Took a lot of food from the cafeteria kitchen. How'd they get into the kitchen? You can't even get there from the cafeteria. So there's like a gap, maybe? There's like the kitchen, cafeteria, and there's some intermediary space that like you can't just do, like that, like maybe it's a giant shape. I don't know. I don't know the layout yet. We'll see. But it sounds like it's some type of difficult, I guess. So Tony. Just between you and me, I think Tony's hiding something. He acts so grumpy all the time, but he's got this pretty little music box in his room that he guards with his life. Why would a grumpy old dude like that have a sweet little music box? Siri, Google hospital floor plan in the game Rakuen. Siri, please upload the full blueprint to my friend's chat. Thank you. Siri, can you erase all the spoilers from that blueprint and then resend them to my buddy? Sue's a sweetheart, but she's obsessed. Obsessed? Yeah, I guess she had to move to the hospital before saying goodbye to her friend. And that's pretty much all she talks about now. Jackie. Jackie's that guy over at the blood draw station. He's cool. A little weird, but cool. If you ever need to know anything about anything technical, he's the guy to ask. Cool. Can I ask you about why that panel is not on? Okay, let's look around in here. I can walk through that. Oh, interesting. Was not expecting that. I feel as though I'm missing something. Oh, we went, oh, is this the cafeteria, actually? I just realized, yeah. I thought this was the exit, and now I'm recognizing that might be a small fork and knife. Open the locker? Door is rusted shut. We will find a way in yet, I swear. The new patient lounge is still being built. Please come back later. Thank you. Let's see. Teehee smile. Thank you all. Thank you all. Let me see. Magazines, notebooks, and other paper materials can be found here. So there's a broom here that's keeping me from checking that, and I'm curious what that's about. Our various drinks, yogurt, and fruit cups line the shelves. It said bless you out loud, but you didn't hear, of course. That's so good. Incredible. Big appreciation. Rice bowls and snacks. Sounds awesome. On the top shelf, you see an assortment of onigiri. Okay. What else we got? It's been filled with ice cream and other frozen snacks. Cold drinks. Can I purchase a coffee for Tonini in here? Caution, these drinks are hot. Doctors hate these drinks. Here we go. Chef Panky. Hey there, long time no see, buddy. You hungry? Need something? What's up? Did you hear they finally stocked the vending machine out in the hospital hall with peanut choo-choos? Yes, I did. I purchased it already. You won't believe number 7's drink. The shift leader was in here the other day begging us to do it. I guess it's not just kids that like them. Need something? I love the character art. Like, I think the small overworld art is fantastic, but these, for me, the real, like, shit that's shining is, like, the different animated static character portraits when you're talking to them. I've seen so many games just do fantastic in that realm, but the fact that there's so many different versions of them animated and emoting and, like, things like that, it's incredible. Like, I've seen, like, so many different ones for characters already, and we're so early game. I think it's awesome. Prime example, by the way, continuing this bit descents, I just got a text. Divorced mom waiting for a Saxy. Click for chat. I cannot stop getting texts like this, and they're texting literally every phone number in numerical order. So it's like my phone number, and then like the 20 numbers before mine by 1 digit, and the 20 after mine by 1 digit. Can't stop getting texts like that. I'm getting like one every few days. What's up, CJ? Welcome on in. We were playing a game called Rakuen, and it is fantastic. Basically, we're a boy in a hospital, and we don't know why we are here. We don't know our name. We're just going by boy. That's just what we're called. And we're just kind of getting to know everybody. That's about all we got right now. And it's something. There's a thief in the hospital, and some weird stuff happened in the hospital. Let's see. But anyway, someone came here, stole some food and drink. Ain't no way they got in here through the cafeteria. See that metal door up there? It comes down after hours, and no one gets through that. It has to be a ghost then. So I bet they somehow got into the backspace. The backspace? Yeah, it's a network of closed-off passageways, half-built rooms, storage closets, you know. The aftermath of, well, yeah, it's crazy back there. The aftermath of... Was there like a fire or something? The aftermath of... Something happened. It's crazy back there. I'm gonna say see you later. Yeah, you said metal door? What metal door? that this thing? What are they referencing? Descents. Can you help me understand that? Is it past this person? Just like, I don't need context, you know? I'm just trying to understand what space they're talking about that comes down with a metal door. Is it the one I walked through maybe down here in the bottom, like in the bottom right? I was gonna say maybe we're a ghost, but I don't know. I think there's gonna be something cool going on. Where like, I think we're alive. I think that's my take. I think we're alive. But I do think there's gonna be more to play with this space. Well, I was asking the question, good old Chef Panky here said, did you hear about the thief? Anyway, they got through the cafeteria. See that metal door up there? What metal door? I don't know what he's referencing. It comes down after hours and no one gets through that. And he told me about the backspace. I'm just wondering what the metal door is. Like, what is that? Like, is that the thing up in, over here? Is he talking about the door I walked in that's, like, down here? That gets covered up? I guess above the counter. Oh, like maybe it's literally above the counter, so they can't go across the counter. That would make sense. When he said up there, yeah, so maybe technically it's like there's the cafeteria we're at, the kitchen would be through the counter, but he closes up the counter, so they would have to go all the way around and a bunch of other stuff. I gotcha. That makes sense, Anyway. What's up? Let's talk about peanut choo-choos. Let's see about the folks here. Danielle. Don't tell her I said this, but Danielle's got a heart of gold. She spends her free time coming in here and sewing toys for all the patients. And really don't tell her I said this. She's a bit of a crazy cat lady. I heard that. What can I say? It's true. Yeah, it is. Kissaburo. If that Kissaburo comes in here one more time borrowing my stuff, I swear. Borrowing? Oh, yeah. He took all my soup ladles. And for what? To go digging in the mud outside to look for buried treasure? I feel bad for the guy, though. It's never easy when one starts losing their mind like that. Must be even tougher for his family. And then Jackie. Jackie's a smart guy. Sometimes I think he's on another planet, but if there's one thing we can talk about, it's food. Of course, we have different methods. He's all science, he cooks with his brain. I cook with my heart. Cool. Oh, and there's cats in here, I just noticed. Sorry, hon, but you're not supposed to leave this wing. I did not know that, now I know that. I told you, you're not supposed to have cats in the hospital. It's fine, she's a seeing eye cat. My vision's really bad. Get it out of here. Yeah, whatever. Pinky's the worst. A pile of freshly made plushie toys. It looks like there's something underneath one of the toys. We found a snowy marble! Let's go! We found a marble. What's up? Finishing up a batch of plushies. My goal is to make one for all the patients on the floor, even old cranky men like Tony and Panky. Hey, I heard that. Hey, we love it back and forth. Did you hear about the thief? Don't tell anyone I told you this, but you know how some of the doors around here have those electronic lockbox things on them? I heard that they keep the password somewhere behind the reception desk that's across from Kissaburo's room. We already have it. What do you think's beyond those doors? You mean you haven't been there? No, of course not. I'm just a volunteer. Okay. Winston. Have you noticed Winston's wife doesn't have her wedding band on? No way. Do you think that's a little strange? That is strange. Unless that's what's in the toilet. What if that's accidentally in the toilet? I was gonna say it was a key of some sort that like the doctor dropped, but maybe it's the ring. Like in the bathroom. Yeah, and he's still wearing his, but she isn't. That is interesting. Tony. I know Tony seems like the biggest grump on the planet, but I can tell he's just a bit lonely. I bet if you brought him some coffee, he'd open up to you a bit. They don't have any, Danielle. Sue didn't used to be so poor, but I heard that her father drank a bit too much and gambled away all their savings. Sad. Okay. That'll do it. Yeah, now we can use the bathroom. IRL and in-game. That'll be cool. After a short break here soon. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. And then, yeah, we can't go in this room. That has to be that one kid's room. It's just interesting we don't get to know about the kid. Here is a snowy marble. Yami, Yumi, Yami, Yugi. You know what it is. It's what you gotta do, but when did you do it, Yugi? You ever see the snowy marble? You found my snow world. Snow world? Shh. Can you keep a secret? Yes. These aren't just marbles, you know. They're little worlds. All of these are tiny planets, with tiny people living inside. That's why it's so important for me to find them all. This swirly white marble is a snow world. It's snowing all the time here. I know that might sound boring, but it's not. Real snowmen live here, and they are always having parties. What kind of parties? Snowman dance parties. I love dancing. Me too. Oh, they have pretty lanterns everywhere too, and a blue campfire that feels cold. But if we went there, we wouldn't freeze. The snowmen make a magical drink that can keep a person warm, so we could dance with them and never get too cold. That sounds great. Thanks for helping me. I feel better now that they're back with me. My name's Sue. It's nice to meet another kid around here. Oh yeah, and feel free to use our bathroom anytime you want. If you find any more of my marbles, do you think you could bring them to me? Of course. Thanks so much. So good. Just walking around looking at my phone while I was watching stream with my phone in my hand. Yo, I feel that. I had a big conundrum like that yesterday where I was just so wildly confused. And I had like an email open, like I was like looking at that and trying to figure out what I was gonna do, or it was a Twitter DM, but I want it to be an email. But I was doing that. I was gonna try to like look at it on my phone and kind of compare and contrast shit, and then I forgot that's what I had it out. It is what it do, Yugi. It is what it gotta do when it is there, Yugi. Yami Yu-Gi-Oh. Fill the sink with water. The sink is filled with water. Who said the toilet's stuck? Flush. Looks like there's something shiny floating inside. Take it? Yeah, it could be cool. It's a key to Tony's bathroom. Dang, I thought it was gonna be a ring. Interesting then. And here's the other tunnel stuff, so you can go from people's room to room, maybe? Okay, so intimacy, you might miss this. I don't know why, but it seems as though that we kind of got a hint about it from Chef Panky that something happened to this hospital. I'm gonna guess it like caught on fire, like, because I guess he mentioned that there's like the backspace, and it's like a bunch of old rooms that are like kind of messed up and lead to each other. And I think there's like a crawl space behind a lot of these places that connect. And it says if we have the right tools, we can tear these down and go back there. And I'm guessing there's some just kind of connection from room to room to room. And I don't know what we're going to use that for, how that plays into anything. But I think we've seen, I'm going to say 4 rooms tops. 4 rooms max that have that connector. So it's very interesting. No, I did not notice that she doesn't have a ring on, so that's interesting as hell. Yeah, very, very spooky. So we now have the thing for Tony's bathroom. Let's go check the vending machine again. See if maybe we popped a variable for them filling the thing up. Like maybe enough stuff has happened that... Did not. Just imagine it's the cute snowman. Yeah, it turns into a horror game all of a sudden. So Tony's room. Everyone could be a ghost. Yeah, I don't know. So we've unlocked this door. Oh, why is this light red? A box labeled 5C power supply. Do not tamper with this device. Fill the sink with water. Pull the lever down. 5C power supply is on. Let's go. Here, I'm going to do a thing. I'm going to save real quick. We've done a lot. And then I'm going to go hit the restroom real quick, if that is cool with y'all. Yes. There we are. We are back. So now we're going to go into this door. Look at the doorknob. You're allowed to put the code in now, which is 1. Oops. Yes, we call Sandwich Sando. That is why, yeah, the emote is owlsquire Sando. Yeah, that is what that emote is. And why that is the code, yeah. So the code to this door is 1721. Oh, another person just walked by. Did you see that? Attention, all hospital staff urgent. Please begin transfer of medical supplies to the 2nd floor storage wing immediately. Someone has etched something into the edge of the bulletin board. Read it? Yes. Orsir E. Okay, so hold on. Doctor dropped a key. We found it. We can close that. Vending machine. All we remember is there's coffee for Tony. Locker rusted ×2. Tony coffee.
There's a tunnel and there's tunnels everywhere. Old man's room, what have you. Marble for Sue. We found it. She said if we find more, do it. 1721 is the closet. We know. Notes in dark room was ORSYR space II. Those things don't really go together as far as I can tell. It appears there's a tunnel running through here that has been blocked off. No, Darms, you're grounded. What's up, buddy? Open the cabinet. It's locked. Upper shelf. An assortment of books and pamphlets line the shelves. A newspaper clipping is sticking out between the two books. 14th of March, the NSA said the number of people exposed to radiation was expected to rise. Workers in protective clothing scanned people arriving in evacuation centers. So do we all have like, is that a thing? Do we all have radiation poisoning? Several years worth of medical journals. Lower cabinet. Looks like there's something beneath the folders. Look, you found a small key for the small cabinet. So here. There's a laminated card lying at the bottom. Read it. Exit for 5C. $29.54. Someone's weather journal. We weren't able to keep everyone alive, but we tried our best. Once I hit you up today, it was scaring me. I kept telling Darms that they were grounded. With no context. I've been messaging Darms all day that he's grounded. I've given no context. You're fine. It has been a bit, and I'm sorry I freaked you out. Blood samples. Anyway. The electronic device labeled exit 5C. So we know the code is 2954. Gamer's going in? So this is like the old, like this is the back. The whole back of the hospital. Phew. Excuse me. Goodness. A representative from Coyd Construction is coming tomorrow to survey the damage. Please make sure all personal materials are removed before then. A jar with an unknown specimen floating inside. That noise. That noise. A pair of glass beakers. What else we have? The door is locked. Okay. Just me laying in bed. As you do. I don't think we time traveled. I think that there's some like how do I describe it? It's like I can't tell if there's gonna be like ghosts or if it's gonna be like there are people low-key living in the back of the hospital that like we're not supposed to know exist. Like we're not allowed in the back. Like something definitely happened, but like there's still people in the back of the hospital. I kinda can't tell. I don't think we've time traveled though. I just think we have found something that we weren't supposed to find. Construction zone ahead. Please do not enter without explicit permission from your supervisor. Door's locked. Because I remember... That was sketchy. The walking noise when I clicked the books. Because remember, there are people in the hospital who said like, hey, as long as I've worked here, I've never seen anyone open that door. I've never seen it before in my life. And suddenly we're back here and we're seeing a lot of stuff's going on. I always want to pull this prank where I jump out of a bush frantically in front of someone, ask them what year it is, and scream it worked. Oh my god. Would be a good bit. Some medical books. That's it? We just heard walking noises? Oh, I'm allowed to move these? Oh, I bet this is a puzzle. It resets if I leave and come back. Cool. Thank you. So, let's think about it. Let's talk to it. That has to be moved. That one would come up. I'm trying to remember how to correctly do this. Let's go. I think it needs to be, is it this one? Up. Can I go up again? Can. Oh, I don't know that you're supposed to be able to do that. Oh, that's weird. Can I read this? Oh, you know what? I didn't reverse. Go back, go back, go back. This is just like To the Moon. To the Moon has some cool puzzles like this. That's not just like To the Moon. That's so mean. That's not what I mean. But I meant like some cool puzzles along the way. No, maybe I want to go. Is it? Oh no, that's what I did last time. I want to do left side first. Left side first. Maybe not. Maybe I had that right. Oh yeah, I see. So you can push left to right here, but you can't go. There we go. Pull the lever? Yes. Oh, no way. Okay, cool. Yeah, I didn't reverse the first time by accident. I always do that. With the puzzles like that, I accidentally do them the exact opposite of what I should be doing, and then I figure that out. Medical pamphlets and office supplies. The vibes are sketchy in here right now. Open the locker. A lab coat and a pair of scrubs are hanging inside. It looks like there's something inside the lab coat pocket. Got a key to the metal door. Whoa. Okay, so now we're in the construction site, though, which is odd. A stack of folders. Construction contract for the rebuilding of the 3rd floor wing 2B. Found a card key there. Someone left a note here? Read it. Yes. Joji. Remember when, to remove the card key when you're done this time, okay? We can't just go leaving doors open. I don't want to get in trouble again. You found 5 gold. Let's go. Oh, I can walk through that. Yeah, Joji. SMH. Slow dancing in the dark. More like slow dancing your ass back home because you got fired in the dark. Anyway, moving on. Can I go down these stairs? It appears there's a tunnel, so the tunnel would connect. Cool, cool, cool. Insert the card key. No, I'm so interested to go the other way first. Oh, so I need 2 card keys. I understand. I understand. So this is like a whole different place. Oh, okay. Bills and tax forms. Open the locker. A lanyard where the card key hangs. Let's go. Nice. 2 card keys. Oh, because I didn't get the one from that door. I was about to make a comment about that. It was a stupid one. I was like, why is that one still open over there? Yeah, because I never took the key out. That's so funny. I was really about to be like, why did that one stay open? There we go. So insert this. Very cool. Open locker. Yes. There's a 3rd key. Okay. So I'm going to close that up. What's up, Moko? Welcome on in. Today we're playing a game called Rakuen. It is my first time playing it. It is very, very cool and sweet so far. So, the TLDR, for you or anyone in chat who may have popped in and isn't familiar with what's going on. Basically, we're a boy in a hospital. Our character name is just Boy. And basically, our mom was running late to come visit us. We found out there's a thief in the hospital. A bunch of stuff's going missing. We kind of got to know everybody a little bit. And then we learned that there's like a door that nobody's ever been allowed in. And we have made our way in there. And it's turning into a bunch of puzzles and chasing somebody down who looks very interesting. I don't know. So basically, yeah, Geo, TLDR, we finally went into a room that a lot of the employees of the hospital said... Yeah, to be fair, though, Mocha, I think it's supposed to be ominous. Like, everybody else is... That's the weird thing, is every other character is a name except for us. So that's why it's very curious. I think there's more at play there. But nobody's calling us a name. No one is talking to us and saying, like... No one's calling me Boy either. Everyone's just talking to me, no context. So it's very curious. Yeah, it's prequel to God of War. We're learning that we are actually a character named Atreus, but they're afraid to say the name for copyright issues, as you would. Smart play. Anyway, What you may have missed, though, is we finally made our way into, I think I can just knock it out for you real quick, Gio. Basically, this was it, though. I'll go walk out here. This is back in the hospital. And it was that I turned the power on, I got, and I walked in here, and we watched a very interesting-looking character, like a wildly interesting-looking character, walk through this door, and we just had to do a string of puzzles to get caught up to them. And then when we walked into this room, it's red. But it's our understanding is that this is like a construction zone. Like there's a sign outside that is calling this a construction zone. And the dude we're chasing is that way. Read it. All 3 supervisor card keys must be inserted in order to open this door. Oh, just like all of them literally? Like they just all gotta be in? Like that? But as far as I can tell, something happened to this hospital. So there was like a mention of radiation. There was a mention of, I thought it was gonna be like a fire or something, but it sounds like there's a bigger deal there. Is this a horror game? No. It has some very interesting, sketchy vibes right now, but it seems very kind all in all. And I love the art. But no, there's definitely, yeah, an eerie moment is a very good way to put it. Otherwise, like, it seems like it's much of just like a very interesting story and adventure game. Made through RPG Maker, if you're familiar with those programs. Let's see, boy. Is that my book? Yeah, that's my book. And then the door just opened. Who are you? Old man. It's a little late for visitors, don't you think? That dude looks crazy. Who are you? Oh, I'm no one important. But if you want to call me something, you can call me Uma. No one has mentioned anyone named Uma. Are you the one who's been stealing food from the cafeteria? Did you take our book? Heh, I guess you kind of caught me red-handed. Why would you steal from a hospital? I'm hungry. Down on my luck. What do you want me to say, kid? Wait, do you live here? For now. Not much of a home, but it beats sleeping on the streets. Oh, I'm sorry you don't have a real home. You get used to it after a while. So, kid, are you hungry? We've got a bit of fish head left from last week if you'd like. That's okay. But thank you. Look, kid, I'm really sorry I took your book. Please, take it back and forgive me for my lapse in judgment. That's okay. I do weird things when I'm hungry, too. You received Rakuen, which is also the name of the book, like our favorite book in-game. I promise that as soon as I get back on my feet, I'll pay the chef back for all the food I took. It's just, I need some time to figure things out. Oh, one more thing. If I tell you a secret about this hospital, will you promise not to tell the staff that I'm here? Okay, I promise. The kid is just like, so like, I don't know, so interesting. Yeah, I would not have said thank you. It's like, it's so odd. Break me and I'll multiply, becoming sharp as a tack. I'm jotting this down. Break me and I'll multiply, becoming sharp as a tack. It's like a riddle. But if all you do is smile at me, I'll always smile back. What? Time out. Break me and I'll multiply, becoming sharp as a tack. If you drop... What? Give me a smile and I'll always smile back. Like a mirror? It has to be a mirror, right? It's a mirror. I'm guessing the back half. If you drop me, I'm sure to crack. Oh yeah, break me and I'll multiply, becoming sharp as a tack. But if all you do is smile at me, I'll only smile back. It's a mirror, for sure. Yeah. The snack that smiles back. Oh my gosh. Goldfish? It's like a dude straight out of a Zelda game. Kinda, yeah, right? The blank face, yeah. What in the world are you doing in here? Yeah, well, I don't know how you got in here, but this area's off limits. Anyways, come with me. Your mom's here. Hell yeah. I'd be like, I found my book, also. Whoa, the door. The way the door was shining. Mom! So we have a special button for when our mom's around, and I'm very curious about it. Like, you hit like space or enter to like interact or talk. We'll take a very quick sec.
Alrighty, we are back.
Okay, so we cannot step on that. As far as I know, we have done everything. Like, meaning, the bad shrooms. Unless I can see bad shrooms coming up. We'll see what the vibes are. You drain the lake! Please bring me my tools and I'll clear that bamboo for you. How do I get down there? Oh my god, those are stairs. You found the blacksmith's tools. I bet they end up going like, honestly, you're bigger. You do it. Oh, my wonderful tools. You give the blacksmith back his tools. Thank you so much. Now, as promised, I'll clear you a path to Morzora's Grove. Or Grave. Did he say Grave or Grove? I kind of skimmed that. It was Grove, right? There you go. Better get back to my shop. Oh, one more thing. If you visit my shop, I can build you some tools of your own. It's going to take me a little time to get everything up and running again, though. So why don't you come back once you're done talking to Morozora? Hope I'll be ready by then. Good luck. It was Grove, yeah. I don't see mushrooms. Don't really see anything else going on over here. 10 G's. Let's go, buddy. How much am I at? 55. Watch, I'm going to need like 50 for my tools. I'd recommend against going down this path for the time being. There are far too many envoy beyond this point. Okay. Oh. Like from the trailer. Like from the trailer on Steam. Like from the image I use for my schedule. Looks like we have visitors. I do not recognize their kind at all. I don't think they're from Morozora's forest. Definitely not from around here. Definitely not. It's been many years since we've had visitors such as these. Morozora's helper. Tell me, young boy, what brings you to the Keeper's Grove? I want to ask Morozora if he would grant me a wish. I'm willing to do whatever it takes. I'm sorry, but Morozora has been sleeping for a while now. Oh. Do you know when he's going to wake up? My boy, this is not an ordinary slumber. A darkness has fallen over Morozora's lands, and over him as well. Bro. If this is Winston's partner, I'm gonna shit pant. If this is Winston's partner, I'm gonna lose it. Darkness? You see, we have long shared this world with the envoy. They are spirits between this realm and the next. Typically peaceful, merely passing through. You know what? I bet that's too big. I bet Morozora being Winston's partner is too big. But like that's like too big of a role for the partner. I don't know. We'll see. I think I was onto something cool and I went too far. Like it's too big of a thing for a very small plot point. If it was like affecting me, like if I'm low-key in a coma and that's me, that'd be different. You know what I'm saying? It's weird that I associated the big Morozora with like Winston's wife that I don't even remember the name of. Is it Gemma? Gemma? Is that who that was? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. However, lately, more and more of them become overrun with negative energy. Anger, fear, hatred. The whole forest can feel it. If Morozora sleeps and darkness subsumes his lands, we're all in danger. That's terrible. We have to do something. Let me try to wake him up for you. My boy, Morozora cannot be awoken by just any means. When darkness has caused him to fall into slumber, the only thing that can awaken him is a very special song. A song that we call Mori no Kokoro. Can you teach it to me? No, my child, I cannot. But that's not to say that you can't learn it. When you hear things that are too quiet for the ears, the fear and longing, the hopes and dreams of those around you, then you can wake him. I'm sorry, but I don't understand. Look around us. Do you see the stones with different markings? Yes. Each one represents a voice that is calling out for your help right now. A man whose connection with his wife has been severed. I think we can already decide that my initial guess has been debunked. Which is cool, because I felt like, again, that was a little too big. But we're fine. Like, I'm always excited to guess the theory, but even I knew immediately. Unlike The Walking Dead, where I guessed, like, Larry 2 was, like, faking it. Like, I went too big. I went too big too fast. Right. A woman who prepares to lose that which is the most dear to her. Will that be Sue? Seek them out along with the rest who call out to you. If you help them, they will teach you what you seek to learn. See that one over there? Yes. Shh, listen. It is Winston. Yo, what's up, Pix? Welcome on in, buddy. We're gonna do a very, very quick back. Okay, so Winston. A very interesting fact is that everyone we know in real life from the hospital has kind of like a doppelganger, like other universe version of themselves here in Rakuen. Yeah, okay, the Earthbound one. I watched you play that one a little bit, and I did think it was cool. Something tells me that's a good place to start. Good luck, young one. Return to us if you need any help. Sweet. So we need to go help Winston and see what we can do. I'm also going to go see if we're done with the rad shrooms. It also kind of has a bit of an Undertale thing to it. And how I mean that is it doesn't take itself too seriously. It's looking to just give you max fun. Like right now I'm helping the rad shrooms take out the bad shrooms. So I have to make sure that I've walked over all the bad shrooms in the map. Let's go see. There might be a couple of maps back here I didn't really check. I know I did everything upstairs. It's the downstairs I'm unsure of. Oh yeah, but they're upstairs anyway, so let's go do that. Oh yeah, I gotta hit that. Okay, I walked over that bad shroom. And I think the rad shrooms are right here. Yeah. Whoa, little dude, you are so radical. My sources tell me that you stepped on a lot of bad shrooms. I guess you totally earned access to the store. The store. Only members of the RPS and dudes at the RPS team worthy are allowed to buy items from the store. It's our way of saying thank you for your help, little dude, and super rad mom. Unfortunately, we're not quite open yet. Why don't you come back in a while and we'll totally hook you up. Sweet. So confirmed we do get something. Very, very sick. I was hoping we did, for like continuity's sake. Ugh. I didn't expect there to be more holes that I didn't run into in the past. Cool. Yeah, so then at this rate, we're just gonna go back to the real world and kind of head back to the hospital. How do I leave this place? Okay. Shouts out the map. God, I bit the heck out of my lip by accident a little bit ago. I can't stop messing with it. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Oh yeah, can I talk to you? The other buds told me that you went to see Morisora. I wonder when he's gonna wake up again. I miss him. I just now read everybody with the mushroom voice. Hey guys, don't forget to come by my shop. I'll make you an X. Nice. Would be sweet. Oh, this one's off break now? You guys really go through Morisora's cave? I'm scared of the envoy. I don't dare go into that territory. Okay, let's go check this out. I want that sweet, sweet tool. Well, hey guys, thanks again for helping me get my tools back. My shop isn't fully functional yet, but if you bring me the right materials, I can make you an axe of your own. I need 5 camphor sticks and 3 pieces of nightstone. I'm sure you can find those things in the area just southeast of the village. Southeast of the village. Am I allowed to go that way now? Is the sign moved? Yeah, let's go do that. You two back again? You don't have to worry about us anymore. And why is that? We just went through Morsora's cave. We even got the blacksmith's tools back for him after they were stolen by angry spirits. Oh, really? Well, why didn't you say so? I guess you two can handle yourselves after all. You're free to pass, but be careful. Good luck in there. The sign being able to talk is primo. That's so good. Should I be avoiding those? I can't tell if I should be avoiding them or if I can talk to them. Oh, we catch them, so we're chilling. Oh. Have you heard of the stereotype that onion smells bad? What bad? Let me tell you, it's not true. Sure, I might have a few cousins who only shower once a month and their trash cans are overflowing with fast food wrappers, but they're the exception. For the most part, we smell rather nice. Hi, I'm a Mini Mori. There are many of us, and we all have a number attached to our name. Do you know what the numbers stand for? It's the order in which we came into this world. Really? What do you want? Smug onion. We're just getting all the materials now. Darn. It's the new Dark Souls game? It is! Dark Souls 4, Elder Ring Rakuen. It's pretty good. I can't dodge roll in this one though, so kinda 4 out of 10, I think. I'm really sick of like how good Dark Souls 3 looked, so akin to Pokemon, I requested that we redacted our graphics back to being this quality. Sorry, the festival grounds are closed until we get everything set up. There's gonna be a festival? That's so sick. Little did I know, I am still playing Stardew. Minimalist Cave Bud. The Leebles use the area south of here for the Star Night Festival. They get crazy. You know what's really crazy? Being a slave to your possessions. You know what? You know what I'm saying? It's overwhelming. That's why I decided to get rid of all my stuff, except for my garden. I love my garden. It brings me joy. So if you're thinking, it feels bad taking what's in this guy's box, he's standing right there, don't feel bad. I don't need it anymore. You know, it's tough at first, letting go of your possessions, but once you do, it's sweet, sweet freedom. Found 20 gold. Freedom! I love my garden. Dude, this game shreds. Heck, dude. I'm seriously like, this like makes me like, not like I'm gonna release a type play, but like this just makes me want to go dabble and just build stuff in RPG Maker. Because I wanted to do something for like my birthday, coming up in a few days. I was wanting to do a subathon. I have like no ideas, and I feel like now like I really want to dabble in RPG Maker really bad. I feel like I'm not gonna be able to until like probably that day, but I'll just make it something that we do, and then maybe I could just whip up something kind of goofy where like folks who like gift subs we create in game as part of like the birthday subathon game that we create. Every year at Star Night, there's a Silent Berry pancake eating contest. Every year I win. I don't think there's anyone on this coast who can eat more Silent Berries than me. I don't know, buddy. I'm a big fan of berries. We'll see, though. I don't know that I got enough. I want to assume I did. I forgot I can check my items. Heck yeah, we did. I think I have extras, actually. Or 1 extra. See, you found the materials for your axe. One moment, please. Dim, dim, bam, bam, bam. The Pokemon Center. Anybody get it? Remember about those monks that spend years making sand art, then they just completely destroy it to teach themselves not to have connections to their possessions? No, I haven't. That's terrible. I hate that. That's mean. They don't have to be attached to it, but don't destroy it. Like, come on. It works great on bamboo and other types of wood. In fact, why don't you go test it out on that door up there? Chop it down. Feel free to take what you find inside. Why do you have a boarded up door in your hut? Why not? I guess. It's RuneScape. I've been swindled. I'm playing RuneScape again. And Stardew. It's all over for me, bud. You found a cat's eye marble.
Yes, dude. This game shreds. I love it. Like, it's so silly. Like, I think it's just because I'm connecting with the story a lot, but like, it's so sick doing, like, feeling like you're achieving like a bunch of stuff all at once. It's so tight. Like, I like having like 90 objectives and everything one way or another helping each other like that. I think it's awesome. Pickaxe. You see the sign next to me if you like no materials. Okay, I would like a pickaxe. So, oops. Tool menu. 5 sticks, 3 nightstone. I need 5 sticks, a lumen rock, and 3 nines. 3 more? Where would I get more at? Do I get anything for chopping those down, like a material? I do have bamboo. I do have bamboo. 10 cheese. Okay, so I can't do rocks yet, is the thing. I'm having a hard time remembering where all the bamboo is, though. There was so much. I got the bug, the travel bug. Wait, yeah, where's Winston? Winston's a carpenter. Jackie's the blacksmith. Winston was the carpenter. Yeah, I knew I had that wrong. I had a feeling in my chest I had it wrong. You're gonna be around, just come check out Star Night. What's Star Night? Star Night's our village's biggest yearly festival. We celebrate the unity of the village and the blue star whose light guided the first Leevils to Morosaurus Forest. This year it's gonna be tough to get everything organized in time due to the big storm we had last week. Okay. Oh, darn it. Need help preparing. We had a big storm last week. If you want to ask around, totally. Tony the bear keeps destroying our gardens. So that I would need a pickaxe for that. There were some trees back in the cave, I think, but I kind of don't want to go back till I have a pickaxe, but maybe that's my only option. I kind of can't tell. Do I have time? Can I, like... Do you think I can leave and come back and do that stuff later? I feel like I'd rather take a break from being in that cave, and I feel like that's my best option. Because I don't think... Yeah, definitely. Okay, cool. I was going to say, I don't think there were really trees to chop in the bottom right either. There were like a couple, but I think I'm mostly rocks at that point. You check your items real quick? Absolutely, I can. I'll probably go see if there's some stuff I can turn into here. If you need me to pull it up longer, that's fine. Let me know. Look stressed out. Love making paper lanterns. I'm running behind. I'm afraid I won't finish them in time. I need 5 reeds for the paper and 6 fireflies for the light. You just get a jar from Panky's assistant. Okay, yeah, you're good to go. Some stuff couldn't get, you'll get, come around in time. Okay. So, let me see. I'm gonna go check up here maybe briefly. Because like I said, I have the axe, like there's some stuff to open, but like I'm gonna wait, I think. And just like hit it next time around. Oh, you do have an assistant now. Hello. Stacy, right, because you're off your break. We might have some royal jelly. Oh, I like a jar. Received a jelly jar. A glass jar that can be used to carry bugs and other things. Nice. So do I have to like one-on-one catch them? I think I might. Look stressed out. I am. I have to prepare pancakes. Bake another 10 pies. Collect sila berries for the sila berry juice. We're gonna be 40 sila berries. Sure. 40? Oh, I have 30. Just kidding. I'm not doing too shabby. We'll come back though. I'm very curious about this whole sleep thing, though. I don't understand what I'm doing when I'm sleeping. Obviously, I think there's more to that I just don't understand yet. But hearing that I'm awaking fully rested is interesting when I don't perceive that I spent energy. Let's head back to the real world. Might be a way to sneak in a save your game message. That's kind of my guess, because I mean, otherwise, like, you know, we can just save anywhere, but probably just. I wonder also if maybe their original intentions weren't to have a save button. Like maybe you had to sleep in your own bed here in the room. Like I bet like this was a save originally, maybe. Things like that. Looks like it could use some water. I wonder if this is the same plant that's growing like we are the Skylands. Very sorry about this, Winston. I just can't believe someone would do something like this. Stealing a wedding band from a comatose woman. Somebody stole it? We know all we can to do and find out who stole this from her. And if you would spare some extra blankets, it'd be very appreciated. I know they boarded up the hole inside the bathroom wall, but there's still a very chilling wind coming through there. For reference too, I'm shocked about Gemma because that name, that's actually a Firestone Tired's D&D character name. Kind of sick. I'm sorry, I really need to make sure this gets finished. I'll come by your room later to check on you. Okay, let's do this. Just get another look around. Let's look at this too. Do we recognize this? Like, do we look at this stuff right now? We don't. We do not perceive it any different. How about the coffee, though? Is coffee ready yet? Yes! Hot coffee. Let's go, dude. Open locker. It's rusted shut. I wonder if you use a pickaxe on that. I wonder if that's the equivalent of a rock. Kind of want to go straight to Tony just because I have the coffee. We're best to patch things up after what happened. We don't have the best materials right now. The patient in this room would stop trying to sneak into the area behind here. Maybe we can get this wall fixed. He keeps taking construction supplies to go digging in the mud outside. Let's talk, buddy. You're there. What's up? What are you drinking? Does it smell that bad? It's a new kind of tea I've been experimenting with. The nurses don't seem too thrilled about me drinking experimental things, but I don't care. Folks here don't seem thrilled with a lot of things I do. I don't think we're going to experience anything new there. But okay, so that bathroom door is locked. And this is the tough room. No Gemma. I'm sorry about all of this. Oh, what is it? While we're here, do you think Sue might like the... Yeah, absolutely. Oh, hello. What's up? Really appreciate all the staff's done to keep the hospital running despite how hard they've been hit. I feel bad asking for extra supplies, but the cold breeze coming in from the hole in the bathroom wall is getting worse. Hear about the thief? Yeah, it appears they've struck again. Wife's wedding band was stolen. But it's been missing for some time. I feel like either Uma's had it for a while or it's like Yami or something. Because I'm still very interested about Yami. Like, I'm almost curious if Yami... I don't know, dude. If this is some like Roxas type play. Hey D-Sense, can I ask you a kind of a spoily question? Just to kind of keep the flow of things moving. Do the tell me about folks here comments change? It doesn't seem so, but yeah, I mean, I guess I can just quick skim them, but yeah, it's just one of those things, like, it can be kind of time consuming going through every option like that. Yeah, I don't think so either. I think the rest do, but not that. I brought you something. Brought me something? Isn't much, remember they collect marbles. Gives you the cat's eye marble. Ah, it's Cat Planet. Cat Planet. Oh, I really missed this one. It really looks like a cat's eye, doesn't it? That's because this planet has lots of cats. Here's the surprising part. It has lots of dogs, too. There's dogs living there? Oh, yes. People are always saying that cats and dogs can't get along.
But that's just not true. People always think that if you're different, then it means you're bad. And then they treat you differently. Like if you don't look the same, or if you don't have money anymore. Even if it's not your fault, they treat you bad because you're different from them. I know what you mean. The cat planet is different. The cats and dogs get along just fine. In fact, there's a bakery here that's run by cats and dogs. Cats and dogs make the food together? Yeah. It's really good too. They have pink donuts and coconut bread. I love coconut bread. Hey, can I ask you something? Sure. Why do you keep snooping around our bathroom? Is there something cool in there? Can you keep a secret? I won't tell anyone. I think there might be a door down there, a special door. Where's a lead? To a place called Morosaurus Forest. I'm trying to wake up the guardian of the forest so he'll grant me a wish. So you have secret worlds too? I do. Well, the shift leader's in the bathroom now, so you might not be able to look around for your door. Unless, here, give her one of these. Sue gave you peanut choo-choos. Yeah, I feel that desensed. I'll probably just go ahead and click through it. It's not that hard to click through. I just keep accidentally like over-clicking and redoing the same voice line again. Good luck. Nice. What's new? Did you hear somebody stole Gemma's wedding ring? Oh, Gemma's Winston's wife. I share a room with her. Isn't that awful, though? And who would steal something like that from a woman in a coma? You didn't think the thief isn't a very nice person after all. Bras, brought you something again? That can't be real, right? You didn't bring anything to give. Oh, he says stuff like, can you hear me? I don't talk to people that much here. Cora's only the older kid, so she's more brave. Don't tell her I told you this, but Cora told me that she's been to parts of the hospital the kids aren't supposed to go to. I think she's even seen the staff room. Shh. Sorry. What do they keep in there? Lots of diet soda. And Danielle is said she's gonna make a new toy. I haven't had a new toy in a long time, so I'm very excited. Like that. See, I accidentally want to talk to her again. Okay, let's dip. Quit bugging me, kid. I gotta figure out how to fix this wall. Offer peanut choo-choo. I love peanut choo-choos. I guess I can go take a fiver to eat this. Okay. Let's bust it down. Let's see what's back there, dude. It's Uma! Oh, what a pretty ring. Uma. Oops, time for me to run. Uma, dog. Oh, this is another door. That's somewhere else. This is a whole different place. Oh, it's Tony. What the heck, Tony? Get out of here. Get off our crops. Oh my god, look at him. Stupid labels. I was just looking for something I lost. I'll go wherever I want. Wait, something you lost? Whoa, the hop. That hop was for real. You believe that, Tony? Alice and Dean, my poor turnips. He's destroying my garden. Someone needs to talk to that Barry. He's such a bad attitude. It's the third time this week. I'm starting to get worried. I'd volunteer to talk to him, but Winston up there won't make us a boat to go to Tony's island. Hey, you guys are new around here. Maybe Winston would be willing to help you out. He's sitting exactly as he does when he's human, yeah. Ask him to make a boat. Winston? You don't know Winston? He's that guy sitting over there by the tent. Please talk to him for us. It's a matter of life and death. Well, live and dead turnips anyway. Okay, let's go in here first. Uma! Ah, so we meet again. Why are you stealing again? I kept my promise. I didn't tell anyone you were staying in the hospital. Then you go and steal a lady's wedding ring who's in a coma. You don't understand. She asked me to bring it to her. What are you talking about? Why are you making things up? No, she really did ask me to bring her wedding ring. And I think she might need your help opening that box over there. So you can keep what's inside, mind you, but for Winston. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a wedding ring to deliver. Toodles. But that door disappears. Winston. Winston, is that you? Oh my god, Winston. Somebody there? Hello? Why can't anybody hear me? Is he gonna boot me? I had a 3-second timer. You have one new message. Please enter your password to listen to your messages. I had a 3-second window there and my hand was not on the keyboard. Elspeth, is that please? Doors rusted shut. Control panel. Wait, you can see a hole in the floor directly beneath, like underneath the box? That was an envoy. Where the hell am I? A glass beaker. An old microscope. Variety of different language books. Middle shelf. Assortment of workbooks. Daily grammar, Hangul practice? And basic Korean phrases. Someone has placed a key between two of the books. Small cabinet key. Cabinet is locked. And it's not for that then. Okay. My last memory before it was taken from me. Found a wrench. It's too bright. Way too bright. Beneath the cracked floor tile is a vertical pipe that is open at the top. A wooden key sits at the very bottom of the pipe. The key is just out of reach. Still dealing with rust after the flooding, simply mix together hydrogen peroxide and cream of tartar. Create a solution to remove rust from metallic objects. Dude, this game is so wildly interesting. Mortar and pestle. Fill the sink with water? Yes. The sink appears to be broken. Something is stuck inside of it. Try removing it. Use the wrench. Found a bookshelf cabinet key. I'm just so curious what we're going to unveil through this. Gemma, come home. Yeah, this sink works. It's kind of torn on which way to go. I think what we want's up here. Because I didn't get to unlock this one, right? Yeah. Cabinet's empty? Unless it was this one. There we go. Found a bottle of hydrogen peroxide. Okay. I don't know where we're gonna find the cream. I don't have that, right? No, I don't have it. The kid's gone. Is that who the envoy was, maybe? Was that me? There we go. I was gonna say, to be fair, man, we don't know what we look like because we have the paper mache helmet on. Like, that could have been us in that bed. I think once again that might be a little too big of a statement, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
god, I keep accidentally doing this. Oh, I can use this to get rust off things. Duh. I'm an adult. I was thinking I was going to take the rust off the pipe. I can now take rust off of anything. Wonder if that's real? What? The concept of that being us in the bed or something? Paper's warm, but you make out a few words. Read it? Yes. What's done is done. Oh, like, that's just like hydrogen peroxide and tartar sauce. What's done is done. Alrighty. An empty bucket. I think is what do these do? That open that up. That ditches that box. No, I don't want to jump down. I don't think. Like, not that I know of? What's up, Nathers? Nah, it just has its moments, like some eerie moments. But, like, it's not actually scary, if that makes sense. Like, this, it's actually, like, a very heavy, really long, like, not really long, but, like, a story game. The idea is that, yeah, it's just, we're kind of, it seems like we're almost in, like, a limbo space right now. It's very interesting. So we're a kid in a hospital, and long story short, we have no idea why we're here. We don't even know our character's name, and nobody seems to be saying our name. So it's kind of pretty eerie in that way, too. But we spent the beginning of the game meeting everybody else in the hospital, kind of getting some hints that the back half of the hospital was caught in like a radiation poisoning or something. And people weren't allowed back there, but we snuck our way back there. And a lot of the employees said they had never been back there either, so us sneaking in was like a big deal. And then our favorite book that our mom would read to us in the hospital was stolen. We got the book back. Then we learned that the book is actually a road map to go to a mystical land. And the book's called Rakuen. Or Rakuen? I think it's Rakuen. And think of it like Narnia. Basically, your mom in game goes though like, this isn't just a storybook that I've been reading you all these years. It's low-key a map. It's never worked for me, but maybe we can make it work. And it worked for them, and we got to temporarily go to Rakuen. And I know this is like a lot of information, but TLDR, you take Rakuen. Like I'm gonna call it Narnia, but basically we can travel between the real world and Narnia with our mom, so she's also like, holy shit, we did it. So it's kind of cool. Like you're not just like some kid who like has to. It's very refreshing to play a game where like you don't have to convince the adults that some crazy shit's happening. Like your mom's just like, yo, you know what I mean? This is no like a series of unfortunate events where every adult is a literal idiot. TLDR though, when we go to Rakuen, we perceive that all the people in the hospital have an alternate universe version of themselves also in Rakuen. So like we're trying to currently help a character named Winston, and Winston's wife is in like what seems to be a fatal coma. As far I think she's still alive, but she's just so comatose. She's so out. And basically we actually didn't talk to him. I got caught up looking at other shit. It's kind of sad, but it's gotten a lot brighter too because we were able to go to Rakuen. But anyway, so right now we're learning that Winston's wife, there's like this weird, almost a figure that kind of like God in a weird way. I'm not gonna say he's that big of a deal, but there's this character Uma who's seemingly traveling between the real world and Rakuen with us. Not with us though. He's not with us. He's like an old homeless guy we found, but we keep finding him in both realms as himself. And basically he was holding Winston's wife's ring, and the real Winston's like, dude, somebody stole my wife's ring. This sucks. And then Uma's like, I stole it because she wants it. But he's bringing it to the spirit realm, like Rakuen, which I'm calling now a spirit realm. Because it seems like her spirit's here and she wanted the ring. But then as I tried to follow him again, I'm in a weird limbo place. And this is like information overload. But long story short, I'm in a very weird space. My mom isn't even with me anymore. Like, I don't know where we are, where in the universe we are. But I think we're in like a limbo state a little bit. And kind of just caught doing some puzzles till I get out. Because we're not even with our mom anymore. And she was totally with us when we came through the door. Yeah, we don't get to jump in here. It says beneath the cracked floor is a vertical pipe that's open at the top, and there's a wooden key at the bottom, but we can't reach it. I wanted to try the bucket here, but it didn't do anything. Unless I can fill the bucket with water and then it washes it down. I don't know yet. But that sink didn't work. This one works. Can we fill the bucket with water? There we go! Man, I'm so smart. Give or take. Give or take a few. My first big, wild, crazy theory was immediately shut down, which arguably is good, so I don't carry it very long, but so far I'm not very smart with this game. I bet we can wash that key further down. You empty the filled bucket in a small pipe and the key floats to the top. You now reach the wooden gate key. Okay. But the other hole we can jump down, but I just don't know what to do with it. But I would say, like, yeah, that puzzle's defeated. Not all of them, though. Because I don't know about a wooden gate. I don't know what lever 3 did. That's how you open that. Okay. There's just no way I can make it. Dang. I just keep barely missing that. I just keep barely missing the phone. 2 new messages. I can't listen to them. Gotta go to sleep. CJ, you have a wonderful one to sleep. Oh, you Googled it. It's a real thing to remove rust. Some things say hydrogen peroxide, baking soda, and cream with tartar. Some says just peroxide and cream. Interesting. Me. It's 3. Did these fill up as I read the notes? Because 1, me would be the 3rd word, charm would be the 5th word. These are all the notes I had too. I think it's please, me, and charm. To be fair, I think this is sick because this is helping me with my notes. I've been taking notes that please was 1st, me was the 3rd word, and what I'm assuming unraveled is charm. Or it could be March, honestly, I guess, is the 5th word. So that's cool because I just deleted some notes. Small pool for ants. Hydrogen oxygen therapy room. Oh, the hyperbaric oxygen therapy room is now closed. And that's an envoy. That's like a dark, maybe, let's not say dark, but it's just a spirit. Door's locked. Open the locker. A stack of newspaper clippings has been stapled together. Though search parties continue amidst the wreckage, officials say they'll have a difficult time navigating the more severely. Already strapped for resources, hospitals are unable to accommodate new patients. For reporting and inquiring about missing persons. That seems like that should have meshed with the other papers we found. First card is a postcard from Busan, Korea, and a small piece of paper labeled JR East Pass Limited Express. Recommended for travel to Aomori, Sendai, and Nagata. Second box. A torn document detailing a student exchange program sponsored by the Korean government. Requirements for application. Korean students studying abroad in Japan will be given a monthly stipend and assistance with relocation costs. Seems like a major natural disaster. I was gonna say, yeah, I think you may have heard, but I believe the back half of the hospital got hit with radiation poisoning or something crazy like that. But these things have me confused on... It's the first page thing. And I don't know who the initial report's about on. So on to be the 4th word.
Please help me on March, on Charm, on March. Please. I can make that one. Gemma, do you remember your password? You really couldn't have chosen a more tragic day to meet him. By now, I'm sure it's as clear as the writing on the wall. Meet. Please meet me on March. Pull the lever, Kronk. Time, 2:46 p.m. Height, 40.5 meters. People, 11,000. There are 20,000 Korean students in Japan, and the number is increasing. And while tensions between Japan and Korea are unlikely to disappear completely, we hope the two nations will continue to move towards friendship through such programs as the student exchange. Please help me march on. Yeah. But help is the weird one. Yeah, please meet me on Ranch. I'm not gonna make that one. Heavenlet. Please meet me on March 11th. Please meet me on March 11th. Words on stream conditioned us as hell for this moment. That paper wasn't there. Hints in case I lost my voicemail password. Calendar date I'm most looking forward to the most. Fucking amber is the color of your energy. I'm so actually pissed right now. You're gonna tell me right now 311 was the password? Holy hell. Guessing working how bad today was on my face. First thing Dad said to me when I got home was, "Oh shit, there's beer in the fridge." God. I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. You have 3 messages. First message. Gemma, where are you? I've been trying to get in touch with you all week. Have you been watching the news? I think you should come home just to be safe. Anyways, please call me back. I'm really worried about you. Gemma, have you lost your mind? Please, I know what you're doing and I understand, but it's not safe to go there right now. You know this. Call me back, okay? Please bring Gemma to the hyperbaric oxygen therapy room this morning and we'll get started with her first session. The monoplace chamber has an air mask. They'll need to be set to 21%. This is a very important step in preventing oxygen toxicity. Dr. Yoshida and the team will be there to facilitate. The password is Rampsh. So what happened? Did she accidentally get poisoned? I bet we're going to see that it was set to the wrong count. Don't pull the third lever, or we'll all be underwater. It's stuck. You cannot turn it off. No way. I had already done it. Like earlier. Gemma, where are you? We're running out of time. Air brake mask is now set to 21%. How bad was it that I just did what I did? Was that expected? Probably. That's probably anticipated. Yeah, that door is the kind of door we've been going through to teleport in and out of, like, different places. Oh! Gemma! I'm playing as Gemma now? I'm so glad to see you. Oh, what a weird week it's been. And this isn't the real Gemma. This is like the Rakuen Gemma. They look like, yeah, they look like Mew. I can't help but feel uncomfortable with all these Kanko walking around. They've been here for 3 days. When are they going to leave? Oh, I don't really mind. It's fun when the Kanko come to trade with us, don't you think? Yeah, I suppose. But still, you've heard about the Kanko are like. They're no good. And also, for reference again, yeah, it's like there's the Rakuen version of everybody and the real human version of everybody. I'll be happy when they're gone. Okay, so let's see. Like you again. I don't trust the Kanko. I wish they'd leave already. The Kanko don't belong here. I don't care what kind of goods they bring from across the Great River. It's of no use to me. Hey, Gemma, how have you been? That's it. And then, man, I'll be able to trade with the Kanko, but there's always a part of me that can't wait until they leave our lands. Good morning, dear. How are you this fine morning? Good, thank you. I just stopped by to see what the Kanko traders brought this time. Please be careful. The Kanko Leebles may look like us, but inside they're very different. They aren't to be trusted. Is Winston technically one? Kanko Carpenter. It's Winston. It's definitely Winston. Do you believe that it took 500 Sila berries to dye that cloth? I helped my mom dye it and my hands were purple for weeks. Oh, are you okay? Do you need help with anything? I'm not supposed to talk to strangers? I understand. Well, my name's Winston. And Winston and Gemma are married in real life. Like I said, Gemma's in a coma and Winston's just been by her side in the hospital. And Gemma. Now we're not strangers anymore. Hey, do you like flowers? Oh, I love them. I have a garden at home I tend to every day. Now that we're not strangers anymore, I have a gift for you. Come with me. The sideways hat. Yeah, it just covers one ear. Oh. Oh, it's me again. Now I'm me. Whoa. I'm gonna steal your blueprints, old man. Is there something to be uncovered? Where the hell am I? Can I walk down there? No, I can't. Oh, there we go. Let's jump down. Oh, I have 30 seconds? Am I gonna drown? What's going on? Door's locked? Found the lever. Anybody feel like getting anxious? I'm gonna flood the place. Sorry, that was a sick beat. Titanic style, baby. And now I'm Gemma again. Gemma, you made it. I was so worried about you. We're waiting all spring to share this with you. Come this way. They shouldn't be able to see us from here. Have you ever heard of the Hakaribana? No, I haven't. Hakaribana is the name of the Kanko tribe's most important festival. It's named after a very special flower that grows every spring. Look down by the riverbank. Do you see those big flowers? They're so beautiful and they're glowing. Every year the Kanko Luna flies lay their eggs inside those flowers. Come spring the eggs hatch and the Luna flies feed off the nectar inside. But until they learn how to fly, the Luna flies are weak and vulnerable. So it's the Luna flies that make the flowers glow. Yes, but the really special part's about to begin. The Luna flies and the Hakaribana are actually very good friends, you know. In return for food and shelter, the Luna flies help the Hakaribana before they fly away. As they practice learning how to fly, they literally lift the flower up with them. No, it's true. As the flower floats through the air, the Luna fly's fluttering wings help spread the flower's pollen across the land. Gemma, look. never seen anything like this in all my life. It's so beautiful. Thank you, Winston. I'm so glad you could finally see it. Hey, is there someone over there? Uh-oh, they heard us. Quick, follow me. Oh. It's Tangled, the movie all over again. True. The light. You gotta follow. I finally saw that, by the way. I just saw it for the first time recently. So good. It looks like someone's letter. Read it. Hi, Mom and Dad. How are you? I'm really enjoying studying abroad here in Japan. The people are nice. I'm getting good grades. I sure miss the Korean food, though. Did you know that at Korean restaurants here, they make you buy the appetizers? Even the kimchi. Isn't that weird? Oh, and I met a girl. I really like her a lot, and I'm sure you will, too. Anyways, I better get going. Take care. Love you both. Winston. Shit. So, what we can deduce from this, if you missed it, is we were reading a lot of notes about how Japan and Korea in-game are kind of like at, like, I'm not literally at war. I think that's too big of a word. I think the only words that were used for war in this game were like between the rad shrooms and the bad shrooms, but the Japan and Korea are kind of like having a scuffle at odds. So what they tried to do as a cool way to help mitigate that and chill out tensions was starting a foreign exchange program where they would let Korean students go to school in Japan, Japanese students go to Korea for school. And it sounds as though the reason we were seeing the Leebles, the little Mew like mouse people. They're not quite mice. They're like I want to call them like a Sura from Guild Wars 2, but the Leebles, the Mew looking things. I think the reason we're seeing that tension of them hiding and having these conversations is definitely because they're from different countries and they're able to have this relationship probably due to this foreign exchange program. I don't know how that plays into their real lives, but clearly that's like they had to have a secret relationship, so. Damn. And we knew that from like reading just random notes on like lockers and stuff. Yeah, Romeo Juliet type beat. Absolutely. Do we get to know what this is? I can't walk there, so it must be bad. A stack of newspaper clippings. Police have confirmed 1,480 people missing across the affected areas. It is feared that the final death count could rise sharply once a full picture of the catastrophe emerges. The NSA said the number of people exposed to radiation was expected to rise. Workers in protective clothing scanned people arriving at evacuation centers for radioactive exposure. Hold on, I'm going to go through the dates. That was March 12th. 2 days later, and now 1 day after that, it only took a few minutes for the 30-foot wave to wash the town away with terrifying force. It's that big. Sounds like maybe Korea hit Japan. I'm unsure that... I want to say that I can't tell if it's an accident or an attack, but as far as I can tell, it doesn't sound like there was an attack. Like I think it could be, but I'm not perceiving an attack at this time. Does that make sense? It sounds more like an accident occurred rather than one of them through the feud attacking the other, though. You could be right, though. I'm just saying, so far I've yet to actually witness or hear anything from a note that sounded as though one of them actually caused this. Just sounds like bad happenstance. Part of the plant? I wonder if this is the the beanstalk plant, and I wonder if it changes in our room too. Because we have a plant like this in our room. It could just be back at the base, like Rakuen City. Can I get some help, D-Sense? Is it Rack or Rock? I think it's Rock. Rakuen. I heard it once. I heard who I assume is Laura doing the voice when the mom read the story. And now I'm getting so pissed that I'm not being consistent. I think it was Rock. I think it was Rakuen. You typed it out for me, but I need Rack or Rock as the actual debunked version. You know, I'm just trying to truck through that. Not like you know, acting like it's nothing, but I mean, like, for the sake of I'm only streaming a bit longer anyway. I'm just gonna try to focus on getting through this, and then I will process and try to do some talking with some folks afterward. But a large toy bear with get well balloons. Let me see. So we're heading out. You know, this is like the parents' moment.
Winston, your mother and I have noticed that, well, you've been spending a lot of time with that, is it Ilbo? Ilbo girl? Gemma? Yes, I really enjoy spending time with her. I feel like we have a bond. I've never felt that before. Well, you're happy that you found a good friend. I think Moogles, yeah. Calling them Moogles would be warmer than what I've been saying. Winston, she is a friend, am I right? What do you mean? Winston, we're open-minded, Leebles. We know that trading with the Ilbo tribe has many benefits. I bought some very nice artwork from an Ilbo woman. Why are you telling me this? Winston, you're young. There are a lot of things in this world that you don't understand. I'm old enough to know that I love her. Have you lost your mind? That's two. That's two back to back. Winston is Gorilla from Overwatch. True. We actually talked about that earlier. I was like excited there was a character in Winston. I was like, I love Winston from so many things. Winston, best character from this. Winston, best character from that. Got a lot of catching up to do. About how far are you through this game? We're a few hours in. I think I'm probably like at best, like at absolute best, halfway. I do not think I'm halfway, but I would say at best. Because it's a relatively short game. But long story short, this stuff is not gonna make sense to you because there's a whole lot of context. But basically, we're playing a game where we're a kid in the hospital, and I met everyone else in the hospital. I don't know why I'm there. I don't have a name. And our mom basically reads a book to us all the time and basically shared, hey, this book takes us to Narnia. And that alone should be maybe enough to let you know, like, this shit is going to be very convoluted and a little busy. Because right now we're witnessing the memories between two people. Winston and Gemma. But the fact of the matter is you're seeing the Winston and Gemma from the Narnia world. But there's a real humanoid version of both of them as well. So soon I'm going to be back in the human world and you'll see like the real Winston and Gemma. But this is me experiencing the Rakuen Narnia version of them. And I think it's one of those things like we're seeing their past in the Rakuen form, but we as the gamer, I imagine, are supposed to infer that this holds true to the real life versions of them too. But instead of putting like the real life terms on it, like this situation right here is Winston is falling in love with Gemma, but they're from different tribes. Leebles are like with their species. They're from different Leeble tribes, and it sounds like their family's racist and doesn't want them like being together. But when you compare and contrast with a lot of the notes I found in game and stuff, we can infer that Winston, I don't know who would be who, but we can infer that Winston is, I don't know, maybe Winston's Japanese and Gemma's Korean. And in game, in the real world, we were finding notes that Japan and Korea are kind of at odds with each other. Winston's Korean, thank you. So Winston is Korean and Gemma's Japanese, and both those countries in this game's timeline are at odds. So they're both part of a foreign exchange student program, and that is how they fell in love and met each other, and now we're seeing these consequences happening and in this fantasy world, and can imagine that it lays true for the real world versions of them. Oh, true. He's talking about how Korean restaurants in Japan make them pay for appetizers. Yeah, that's right. I didn't know whose notes those were, but I guess it would make sense, yeah, that it was his. Yeah, because he said, hi, Mom and Dad. We haven't seen anything about Gemma's mom and dad, so yeah, that makes sense. That totally makes sense. I just didn't know whose notes it was. Oh, he did sign Winston. He did sign Winston. You're right. I'm sorry. A lot of it's kind of just happened IRL, so I think I've really just lost track of everything, and I'm kind of just going with the flow and put my brain on autopilot. You're right. He did sign Winston. You're right. Thank you. Yeah, I'm completely fried at this point. Like I lost all immersion there. Yeah, there it is. Like the one I was waiting for. Meaning a text. Let me see. That's concise. Yeah, it's a Romeo Juliet type beat. Absolutely. Fired. No, I was fried. Fried. Actually, really appreciate the synopsis because I came into this saying totally. So that's the TLDR though. Is as far as I can tell, we have to learn everyone in the hospital's scenarios. Does that make sense?
So I'm in that way, I don't think I'm anywhere near half. I think I'm like a quarter of the way through because I've been like 100%ing looking at every nook and cranny. But yeah, we're a kid who, and this is also cool because this is not like a series of unfortunate. Here, I'm gonna stream mark this out of the mark. We're back. Have you lost your mind? No. I've never been more sure of anything in my life. Do you even remember what the Ilbo did to us? To our people? What they show you and how they are inside are completely different. You think you can trust them, but you can't. Dear, he needs to hear this. It's for his own good. Sorry, what's happening? I thought I was hearing like a bunch of banging. He's serious, it's for his own good. No. What did you say? Gemma is not like that. That's not how she is. You leave me no choice. You are no longer allowed to see Gemma, not as friends, not as anything. Yeah, I thought it was like the door or something. Fuck yeah, Winston. And Gemma's sad. I imagine this is where we enter the scene. Or no, this is where we leave. Because I think this is us like assuming like we get to see Gemma's memories. And yeah, now we're back to being ourselves. An empty bucket. Gemma will have to be transferred as we cannot provide necessary treatment for her at this facility. They hate me. Did he really come for me? I'm so alone, I'm so afraid. Whoa, I just watched a ghost version of myself walk away though.